Hey everybody, it's Brock Bowman from Bowman GT channel. I've got something new for the F150. As I did in the last video, I did a quick unboxing of this unit that I plan to install in the old F150, and it's a 12.1 Android tablet center stack. Let me back up a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm getting some bad reflections here, so I'm gonna have to hold the camera back here a little bit, or else you're gonna see my arm and all that stuff. Nobody wants to see that. Anyhow, this particular one is made by Phoenix, I think Phoenix Automotive. And so far, I'm about 80% impressed. I do have a couple things I don't like about it, but let's go through the things that I do like about it and the main features real quick here. And, you know, I'll let you guys form your own opinion, and we'll get to the negatives later. First off, it was really pretty easy to install. You do have to follow the directions, which are only in video form on their website. They do not have anything in the box, at least not the box I got. So you're pretty much on your own. You have to go to their site, watch what those guys do if you don't intuitively know how to do it. You end up reusing parts like this HVAC unit here, and your switches, of course, up here. Okay. And it works out fine. Everything works just like it's supposed to that way. You know, an interesting thing is it uses a lot of the old parts. Obviously, you don't use the screen that stock with your vehicle, but it does use the brain for a good chunk of it, okay? So, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let's see. So the funny thing is, the tablet has some redundant features over what, you know, this thing does on its own, your stock stuff. Like, it has its own equalizer. I don't know what that is. Yeah, let's go through the features here, sorry. So it's actually a tablet that you can actually do tablet-like things on, which you can go to the Play Store, which is pretty cool. For this particular unit, I actually added a 4G Wi-Fi connection that I stuck in the back, and so it's always connected, which is pretty neat. So you can actually go and download whatever you want, and it works unless you're out of data, which I'm not. I better not be. One thing I haven't figured out yet is how do you get the sound to work on the internet. So you can watch YouTube videos and all that stuff, but so far the sound isn't working, okay? That's one gripe. Responsive, it's pretty good. It has lots of abilities as far as cameras go. You can add in your cameras if you want to add in the mirror cameras and a front camera. You can do aftermarket, you can do stock. It retains, like I said, a lot of the same features that it had before. Now this one, I have the automatic HVAC, okay? If you have the other style, the manual, you actually have to order a different kit. There's two different kits, one for automatic, one for without. But I think, I'm not sure, but I think you can actually have on-screen displays for both, which is kind of neat. Now, one of the things I don't like is the fact that when you click music, it comes up to, I guess, what would be an SD card reader or the USB port, which I don't have really hooked up to anything besides the hotspot. And so it defaults to this. I really don't know what good this does. Maybe I don't understand it, but it doesn't seem to go to anything else. Go into console, does this, where you can change to different types of media. I don't even know what's going on with this. Now, Bluetooth retains in the vehicle, but it also can go through the tablet, which is another weird thing. They both work, but still kind of strange, right? Video is the same story as the music, pretty much. It looks for local files, and it'll play them. I have tested it, but I don't really carry around a USB drive full of music or anything. I stream pretty much everything from my phone. Camera, here's the choices you get. You can do rear cam, but if you guys know anything about Ford CAN bus, it doesn't activate unless it's in reverse, right? If it's in reverse, it does it on its own, and it's actually pretty good about it. The screen actually looks better than the stock screen, in my opinion. And those things actually work. See? Not too bad. But clicking on the camera thing doesn't do much without some more programming or God knows what. They don't really go into detail about that. And same can be said for the DVR function, which, you know, is not going to function if you don't have live cameras, right? So here we go again. This CAN bus information is static. I can't figure out how to change it yet, although it is pretty interesting. You can see me. Super. RPMs does work, as does the miles. And file manager is pretty much the same story as the music and the other file. You can get to the Android stuff, you can get to ringtones, pictures, default ones, which there's not many of, etc., etc. But again, not a whole lot there. Another double feature, if you have factory nav, you don't need to hook any of the stuff that comes up with this. That didn't make any sense. The stuff that comes with this, like the external speaker, the external microphone, some other stuff that if you have a bare bones truck, this includes it. You can hook that stuff up and you can have functional navigation through the tablet, which is pretty cool, okay? But if you already have navigation built into your truck, you'll just use the factory nav, which I can't even remember how to get to right this second. I think I have to go see. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's kind of confusing. Like, I know there's a button for it, but I can't remember where it is. Now, like a tablet, you can do this, scroll through the things. Ay, caramba. Now, this does work, but I don't know if I want to wait for it. By the way, there's a lot of over screens that happen in this. For instance, let's see if this will work. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it'll tell you the door's open. Sometimes it won't. Haven't figured that one out yet. Oh, console, I think that's it. Console will take you back to your home screen, and then you can get back to your, you know. So there's your factory now. Kind of bizarre, right? So they give you a navigation satellite antenna with a magnetic base, which is nice, that you can mount inside here, and it does a pretty good job of seeing its way out. And actually, the tablet nav works pretty awesome because, you know, Google has a pretty good setup there. And I don't mind it, but the sound doesn't seem to work. Like I said, anything that's from the internet, from the tablet, doesn't seem to come through. So what do? You know, I mean, I think I can even enact Street View on this, which is pretty cool, but let's do terrain, satellite. Well, that's neat. Anyway, guys, you're getting the idea. I mean, this thing isn't perfect, but it is pretty cool. I mean, it looks neat, especially if you've got, you know, the big center stack, I don't know. I'm really divided on it. What do you guys think? You know, tell me your comments below. What do you think this thing's worth? I mean, would you use it? Would you like one for your truck? I gotta hear from you guys, because really I'm on the fence with this thing. Do I keep this or do I send it back? It looks neat, but functionality wise, I mean, it seems like a hair above the factory system. And really the only people using the internet are me being pulled over, or you know, my wife looking for something on the internet while I'm driving, you know. But the wow factor is there for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys. Sorry this wasn't a very dynamic video, but I really don't know how to explain this thing very well. It is what it is, you know? It just is what it is. All right, guys, signing off for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.